2K Sports Preview Show.
In the Seattle SuperSonics.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. And coming right up, we'll see Montreal playing against Seattle. Checking out Seattle. This is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1.
Bye, Ernie.
Broadcasting live and before. Thank you, David. Hey, getting some early returns on the season, Brent, for top teams that are already looking great. How early is too early to start thinking about things like home court advantage?
Well, it's kind of like Christmas, Kevin. It's never too early to start thinking about the home court advantage. You know, a lot of veteran teams would tell you that they're not concerned about whether their game would travel come playoff time. But home court advantage is something that they would all like to have. Trust me.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for Montreal, Chris Paul is out there with Satoransky. Then it's Young. Then it's Clint Capella. And it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Now Barnes. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Barnes kicks to Satoransky. Barnes outside. Clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow. The offensive rebound. Capella, and the shot goes in. Capella's got the first points on the scoreboard for Montreal.
And always feels good to get on the board first.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting contest. If you look at the competitive matchups out there tonight, we're in store for a good one.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Smart patience by Lillard there. Could have tried to beat the defender on his own, but instead uses that screen to get the look.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Screen by Young. The drive by Barnes. And too long on the shot. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter.
And Harrison Barnes, just a tremendous athlete at that small forward position. I think his strength enables him to guard up and hold his own against power forwards, and coaches love that versatility.
Paul for 3, sinks the 3-pointer. Paul's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, Chris Paul does not lack for confidence without effort pulling the trigger from downtown.
Lillard with it. He's picked up by Paul. Gortat dishes to Middleton. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trade.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
And Paul gets it to go in.
I mean, how many tens of thousands of pick-and-roll opportunities has Chris Paul had in his career? Knows no fear.
Hill kicks to Gortat. And the pass to Lillard. Lets it go with a 3. That one's not going to go. And it's Montreal the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
Now here's Lillard following the shot by Chris Paul. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a screen by Gortat. Here's Hill. It's rebounded by Montreal. Capella's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And here is Paul. Really struggled in their loss against Utah. Screen by Capella. Capella sets a screen for Barnes. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Barnes has got his first points of the night.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
There's a screen by Gortat, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. Montreal ahead. They lead by 4. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And Kevin, that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what you've seen from Montreal, guys, what do you think?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
And if you're rotating like that, it's got to be a great line of communication between all 5 guys. You see that reflected on the scores, all that trust showing up with the lead.
They've got Gortat, Damian Lillard out there with George Hill. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Porter in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Lillard. Tips it up, and the second chance effort by Gortat. Gortat's got his first points in this one.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here's Satoransky. Over Hill. The rebound by Gortat. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Seattle.
And they really based almost their entire offense around the 3-point shot. Spread the floor, space the defense, and if the deep shots aren't falling, at least it should open things up inside.
They set the pick. Hill passes to Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
And Lillard kicks to Gortat. Pass to Middleton. Three-pointer, Lillard. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. 6 points for Lillard.
And just torturing defenses from range. It's what Lillard loves to do, and one of the things he's best at.
Paul dishes to Barnes. Passes it to Young. Capella sets a screen for Barnes. Over Middleton. Barnes can't get it to go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Lillard against Paul. Lillard, right side. Back to Middleton. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Montreal. This game against Seattle is the first time they've met this year. Feeds it to Barnes. Satoransky, the pass to Paul. 13 feet away. Another shot, and Capella with the layup. Capella's got his second basket of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Hill. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Portland. There's a screen by Gortat. Lillard from outside. Second chance shot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
Seattle shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Satoransky. And we're through the first half of basketball. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K
It's an
Sports
interesting
Halftime
battle
Show.
going on tonight. Ernie Johnson here with you, folks. Well, for Montreal, Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they're putting bodies on people. If you just look at the rebounding numbers, you can tell that they've been putting their body on and being more physical than the other team. Now
That's it for halftime. As this.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. Look at. And it's Seattle with the ball, trailing by 4, fresh from a win against Portland.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Harrison Barnes is out there with Young. Then it's Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Satoransky in at the shooting guard position.
Chris Paul and leadership just go together. Always knows the situation on both ends of the floor, constantly communicating, and sets up and directs his teammates to try to make the most of their abilities in any situation where they can take advantage.
There's a screen by Gortat. And Middleton kicks to Porter. 5 on the clock. There's a screen by Gortat for the lead. Porter, no luck.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Paul dishes to Capella. Paul outside. And it's out of bounds to Montreal. They'll retain possession.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Last season, he played outstanding. 6th in scoring, 7th in free throw percentage, and he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it. The shot by Satoransky, no good. Seattle has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. That puts them in the lead. And that's now 6 points for Hill.
Well, Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Capella with a screen on Lillard. The drive by Paul. Young's shot is off. Seattle has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And it's Lillard missing. Well, Montreal shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. And Brent, you went up against Hornacek as a player and even defended him a couple times. What was it like playing against Hornacek, the player?
Well, I want you to ask Jeff Hornacek if I defended him, because I thought I did a good job, and sometimes the box score didn't reveal it. But what a tremendous shooter, a great off-ball mover, certainly in that system with John Stockton. And if there was any room, Kevin, that I gave Jeff Hornacek, and trust me, there was plenty of times I did that, he was knocking down jump shots. One of the most efficient players in Jazz history.
Free throw drops for Hill. And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point. He keeps his turnovers low. But as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game.
Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Hill. Lillard against Paul. Over Lillard. Paul can't get that one to fall.
and the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic. You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
There's a screen by Gortat. Lillard attacking. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Lillard's got 8 points.
Well, the defense does not appear to be playing together out there right now. Lots of bad reach-ins and not enough getting in front of the man to stop the penetration.
Here's Satoransky. He's guarded by Hill. Barnes against Middleton. Barnes with another miss.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
For Seattle, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the free throw, no good. Montreal trails by 8. 3-second difference between shot clock and game time. Good, and Paul gets the assist. And it's 7 points for Barnes.
When your point guard has those kind of excellent instincts, ripping the D to pieces comes along with it.
Outside Hill. There's a screen by Gortat. Hill kicks to Lillard. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall. 11 points in the game.
Well, he's effective in the catch and shoot dating back to his college days. Lillard has brought that skill to the pros.
And so it's Seattle, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Well, they trailed by a bunch, but once they got going, the comeback was on. We come back right after this. And from the most recent huddle, let's listen in on head coach Dwayne Casey.
Get the pass, attack.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Montreal trails by 9. They've got Chris Middleton. George Hill out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Otto Porter Jr. And it's Gortat in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Seattle. Here's Barnes. Gortat with the block. Barnes against Middleton. On the wing, Hill. Back to Middleton. There's a screen by Gortat. Middleton the pass to Hill. And another 3 for Seattle. You've seen the shift in offensive strategy, Brent. More threes, more spacing, better flow, opening up driving lanes and opportunities to make at least one quick move to the basket. What have defenses been doing on the other side trying to counteract those trends?
I think the biggest trend that you see, Kevin, is the switching defenses. So many rosters now constructed of guys who have the ability to get off of a screen and to pick up a perimeter player. And that's not for 24 seconds, but 5 or 6 seconds being able to contain dribble penetration and challenge deep threes. So the switching aspect of NBA defense, that is a trend.
Paul kicks to Barnes. Pass to Satoransky. Shot clock at 6. Montreal needs to get off a shot. Sinks the triple.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
And Lillard kicks to Middleton. Here's Porter. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And Seattle leads by 11.
The execution on point. Just terrific timing on these passes.
I really like the idea that his teammates are waiting until he's in great spots to finish off the possessions. Everything's working.
Montreal calls timeout. We look at George Hill. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting him.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told them not to hold back. He said, I want 100% effort out there. If you can't give it, I'll get you out. No time to rest. Let's get after it. Ebony needs everything they've got.
There's a screen by Gortat. They set the pick. Hill kicks to Lillard. He feeds it to Gortat. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
He's able to hit the second one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Barnes kicks to Paul. Shoots over Lillard. That shot is off. For Seattle, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And there's the feed to Gortat. Shoots over Capella, and Gortat gets it to go in on the assist by Lillard. Gortat's got the lead up to 12 now for Seattle. Montreal has gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Barnes kicks to Paul. 11 feet away. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Well, Chris Paul showing no fear down low amongst the trees.
For Seattle, they've gone 3 of 4 on field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Seattle.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though. Whenever things started to look a little dire, they really put the hammer down.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Damian Lillard.
It felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
And he does get the second one, and that brings them within single digits. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Green dishes to Payne. Here's the screen. The pass to Hernan Gomez. And another 3 for Seattle.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Mozgov with the bucket.
And the towering presence of Mozgov, most effective doing damage inside.
So no problem for Seattle as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Hill with 42. Lillard with 33, 9 and 6. Gortat with 24, 24. Middleton with 9, 9 and 18. Porter was 6 and 6. Lillard needs to hit more of his shots. Chris Paul with 45. Barnes with 21 and 12. Capella with 12 and 24. Satoransky with 6 and 12 assists. Young with 3 points, 12 boards. Yeah. Sonics are that one team that can manage to just kill you from the threes. But hey, Lillard hits those shots, and that's going to be really scary.